For this video, we're going to take a look at what we learned in class and expand on it. We're going to learn more and add and reinforce what we know. What we do here is due next Thursday in class. The first thing we're going to do is open a blank spreadsheet. The way we do this is we're going to type sheets.google.com. When you see the big plus sign, click on this to open up a blank worksheet. Now that we're looking at a blank worksheet, we have to give it a name. We're going to click up here where it says Untitled Spreadsheet and change this to 3 dice. After you type in 3 dice, click somewhere on the worksheet and you'll see that it's saved to your drive. Across the top of the worksheet, we're going to put labels in the first row. Type these in. So across the top it says roll dice 1, dice 2, and dice 3. Those will be the titles of these columns. We're creating a data table, and these are going to be the headers at the top of the table. Now what we're going to do is we're going to change the text. So what I could do is I could hold the shift button down and I could click on the first one, the second one, the third one, and the fourth one. That's a little slow, but if I click over here on number 1, it selects the whole row. It selects everything across the top. So once I do that, I'm going to change it to bold. I'm going to change the color. I'm going to change it to this color, but you can change it to whatever color you want. And I want to center it. So I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to center it. So again, I made it bold by clicking here. I changed the color by clicking here, and then I changed the alignment to center by clicking here. Now along the side, we're going to number each one of the rows like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. So as you can tell, we're going to roll the dice 5 times. In class, we learned a formula to make random numbers. So here I'm going to go into cell B2, which is right there, and I'm going to type in the formula. Let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. So I'm going to type in the equal sign. Now, do not put any spaces in here. So equal sign, INT, and then RAND, R-A-N-D, and then the parentheses, and again, no spaces. Now, since we want 6 different numbers, we're going to type in times, which is star 6. And if I leave it like that, it will make the numbers 0 through 5. There's no 0 on a dice, so we need to add 1 to it. So at the end, we just add plus 1. So it reads INT, parenthesis, RAND, parenthesis, parenthesis, star 6, parenthesis, plus 1. After I type that in, I just press enter, and it's going to give me a random number. So in this case, it gave me the random number 2. So again, here's the formula that you need to type in here. INT, start with an equal sign, INT, open parenthesis, RAND, R-A-N-D, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, times 6, close parenthesis, plus 1. Now that we've typed it in one time, I want to fill in this whole table with random numbers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the arrow key and I'm going to move up 1 space. So I've gone into into dice 1 in row 1. So it says up at the top there, it says int rand parenthesis times 6 close parenthesis plus 1. I want to copy that and paste it into all of the cells. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click at the top of the screen. I'm going to click on Edit. I'm going to click Edit, then Copy, which is right here. And then what you'll see is that there's dashed lines all around the box here. And that's telling the computer that this is the cell I want to copy from. So now that I have that copied, I have to tell where I want to copy it to, and I want to copy it into this entire table. So I'm going to hold the Shift button down. I'm going to press the down arrow until I get to the bottom, and then I'm going to press the right arrow 2 times. So what I've done is I've selected all of the blank spaces in the table. Now again, I'm going to click on Edit, but this time I'm going to click here where it says Paste. So Edit, Paste, and I click Paste, and boom. It just updated all the cells, so each one of the cells has the formula that we created earlier. And the nice thing about that is, can you imagine how long it would take to type in that formula over and over and over again 15 times? Now, let's make this look a little bit nicer. So what I want to do is I want to get all these numbers and I want them to be centered. So let's try it like this. I'm going to click on the first cell in the table. I'm going to go down, 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 down with the down arrows while I'm holding down the Shift. So I'm holding down the Shift, I press down arrow until I get to the bottom, and then while still holding the Shift button, I go right, right, right. Now the whole table is selected. Now what I'd like to do, let me zoom back out a little bit. Now what I want to do is I want to center everything. So I click on the center for the alignment, and it centers everything. Now let's make it a little bit more fancy. So what I want to do is I want to have these numbers along the edge, the rows, I want them to be bold and the same color as the titles across the top. So I'm going to click on B for bold. I'm going to click here where it says text color, and I'm going to change it back to this color. So now that you can see that these are the roles and then these are the individual dice. So the next thing I want to do is I want to make these, I don't know, let's make them italic. So I italicize them. So I'm clicking on the first one. I'm holding the Shift button down. I go down, 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 and then over, over, and then I make them italic. And that's it. So for your homework, I want this spreadsheet recreated. It's called 3 Dice, which it says it up here. So the last thing you want to do is you want to click on Share, and then you're going to put me here on the top as J. Chakowski at bergen.edu. That's it. I'll see you in class.